is that typically a organic level 1 maintainer responsibility, or is it a depot thing that they do?
No, it's both. But it's mostly it applies to the level 1 maintainers, and you'll have to forgive me because most of the other systems, most all of the other systems I work with are Blue Suit operated and maintained, and that's who does all of that work are the Blue Suiters. So in this case, I believe it's going to be contracted out. So it's absolutely we like to see stuff in IMDS because that's the Air Force system, and that's the preferred method because it's just already developed. We don't have to pay for anything extra, and we're used to seeing the type of data out of that system.
We need to make sure that I don't know if that was in our PWS.
Yes. Yeah.
So is it?
I don't know if it is, but
we need to know.
I think it ought to be.
A couple things. I don't remember.
Yes, it is included in the PWS for the draft RFP we're working.
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. I know there's a lot of logistics stuff in there that I just didn't have any clue what it was. So, so now I'm starting to clarify now. I'm glad to hear it's there.
I don't think we're going to have access to their system from here.
Well, this is good. We've got getting lots of good information here.
Data can be tracked
All right.
and fed to them.
Anything else on the logistics tab?
I do have one question on line 148 under support equipment.
Okay.
So that's cranes, mission essential equipment. Are we talking about physical cranes for like radomes and things, or is that a manufacturer? Or?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing it's for radome stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't remember discussing that. How it got on there.
So from what I remember in the LCSP, that there was no support equipment for EPS. I could be wrong. Maybe since then there's been some changes.
No.
Or is this an artifact from the...
Could be an AEHF. It could have been somebody who wasn't familiar with some of the other documentation. Just thought it would be a good idea. Who knows?
We'll check on that and see if it's a real thing or not. And then we'll get some information in there for references and stuff.
So for Mr. Duncan, are the LoRa's, have those been complete? If we go back up to line 84 and 85.
Okay.
I'm aware of having a copy of the Gateway folks. The Navy has provided a LoRa for Gateway. I'm not aware of having seen one for CAPS.
Okay, so do we need to add LoRa's for CAPS as well? Do we need to add another couple of lines here?
We can do that.
And then for we got. I don't know if we want to talk too much about the terminal.
If I read the lines as they are, they've got both CAPS and Gateway identified.
Okay, you're right. I missed that. Absolutely.
Okay, so we don't want to track those separately?
Well, I see it. Well, for the LoRa's,
Well,
they
we
do.
can track it separately.
Well, I don't. I guess I don't see it because I see on line 83, and maybe I don't see the Gateway on there. I see CAPS.
I see 84 and 85. I see CAPS in parentheses and Gateway in parentheses, but they probably ought to be broken out as separate segments.
Yeah, if they're separate LoRa's, yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're two different developers.
And two different delivery dates.
And then what about the terminal segment?
I have no idea.
So that this is indeed, we are talking EPS, right, the whole system?
I believe so, yeah.
So then we need the categories throughout for the TT&C terminal. Because I see the sustaining engineering for the caption gate. Okay, no, there is a TT&C terminal for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a DSOR for that.
Do we have a DSOR for that? I'd like to see that.
It's fine for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's been completed yet.
No?
Well, remember we're getting a waiver?
Oh, that's right. We're getting a waiver for that.
Yeah.
So you're getting a waiver from AFMCA 4?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, we'd like to see that waiver because I know that doesn't happen too often.
Waiver. Okay.
No. I think people are
Okay.
misunderstanding what's going on.
Right.
we found out that from Lincoln Labs that the TNCT is actually obsolete. Everything in the system's obsolete, and it needs a tech refresh or a redesign. So what we've done is, canceled the pre-SORA and waiting on the program office to make a decision which way they want to go, because you can't do a DSOR on a piece of obsolete equipment. It doesn't make any sense, okay, because you can't provision it. So the program office needs to make a decision on either a tech refresh, a redesign, or a replacement. And then once that decision's made, then we'll follow the DSOR process to support that decision.
So we'll probably have to discuss this at the next week's.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. That's
I don't think there's ever a plan to have the TNCT follow the DSOR process.
Well, it has to. We can't have equipment that's not on the DSOR. I mean, that's a DoD I-5000.2. I mean, something's got to happen. Now, could it be tied to another DSOR? It could be. I mean, it's got to be linked to something.
Well, but if we get the waiver, then it's not required.
I really don't think there's a waiver for that process.
No, to my knowledge, nobody's putting in for a waiver. It's just postponed until the program office defines a way forward. Because the end result, okay, you go through the DSOR process, and if it's determined core and needs to be supported by a government depot, what follows that naturally now is you have to provision it, to put it in the Air Force system for a government depot to be able to support the system.
Absolutely, yes, or it could go contract too. That can happen. But there has to be a depot.
I thought we had direction on this.
I thought
a couple
we
weeks
did too.
ago.
Well, I can tell you that there has to be a depot.
Well, yeah, Lincoln Laboratory is going to be the depot.
Lincoln Labs is an FFRDC facility, and I don't think they can legally be a depot, but that's a JAG question. Because they're research and development, they're not sustainment. But that's way above my level.
Right. Way above any of ours.
Yeah, that's kind of the direction that we've been under, is that Lincoln will remain as the depot for the TNC terminal. There's only one terminal. Doesn't make sense to go through the whole DSOR process. Just sort of.
Well, if AFMCA 4 agrees, then that's who makes the decision.
Right. Yeah, but I thought that's when we just talked about it last week about getting a waiver, and I guess we'll have to revisit. We'll revisit it next week and get some clarity.
They just need to be able to accept O&M funds.
Because they're not. If it is tech refresh, it's not going to be tech refresh until for midterm polar.
If they can.
The EPS program, we have the TNC terminal, and that's what we have.
But we won't be able to accept anything without sources of repair and supply and logistics.
Okay, so this is definitely a discussion we need to have. We don't have an answer right now, so let's move forward.
Yeah, so for this forum, what we want is out of those PMOG type meetings, what are the criteria, need dates, absolute have to go ops, and then we track it here. But this is good to flesh some of this, kind of turning the rocks over and seeing what.
Yeah, seeing what bugs.
Yeah.
Okay. We have about 10 minutes left. Is there anything left on the logistics tab?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess this meeting is now just for the logistics.
Well, maybe we got to get Peter's comment on test real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
While he's on the line.
Well, I was thinking that we could continue this discussion at next week's meeting. But this is a great discussion. I'm pleased with that. Is there anything left on the logistics tab?
given that we probably will keep working on this next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your comment, Peter, on test?
Yeah, let's remember to test first that.
Yeah, mine wasn't anything deep. It was just administrative. It's not a CAPS MLT&E. It's just MLT&E.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's good though.
Yeah, so